Hello and welcome. I'm Ashmanix. I'm joined again by MemeDoc.
That's me.
And we're recording episode 2, the Gundam Deathscythe. This is episode 2 of the Endless Watch podcast. I almost forgot the name of the podcast.
Because Gundam Wing would have been better.
No.
Welcome to Gundam Wing.
Don't see anyone talking about, well, actually, I can't say anything because we've not posted any of these yet. I was going to say, I don't see anyone talking about the hamster episode. Haha.
Oh, the hamster episode's coming. We almost got the reveal this time.
I'm
teasing it. Teasing.
Sure it is. Right. We have both watched this episode. I have taken notes. I am not as well prepared as I was for the last episode because for the last episode of this podcast, I rewatched the episode on the day of recording. So I haven't done that this time. But hey ho, such is life. But I'm just going to go for my notes and then I suppose we can take it from there. More of that kick-ass intro song, Just Wild Beat Communication. Just Wild Beat Communication. Communication. It's said in a really weird, awkward way. And I can't.
Do you know, it's like, it's not like this, but it reminds me of this. You know, Citizen Khan? And he's like, hello, I'm Citizen Khan, community leader.
I have not really watched much of it, but yeah, okay.
Community leader.
Yes. So, intro. We get another similar intro to episode 1 talking about the United Earth Sphere Alliance, which is the name of the Earth organization, which is kind of fascist. Is that like they're kind of ruling with a bit of an iron fist?
Yeah.
Taking over the colonies. There's a mention of after colony 195 in my terrible that wasn't even an American accent. And they talk about the Project Meteor, which is the Gundam's landing on Earth. And they show us a little clip of it from episode 1. I'll kill you. Said in the most bored voice ever by our main man, Hiro Yui, to our heroine, Relina, whatever her surname is. Peace.
Relina McRelina.
What is
face?
her?
Relina McRelina face.
It's not related.
That's her name.
Look, I don't know. We're not children,
Okay,
right?
it's Relina Darlian.
It's not Darlian.
It is Darlian.
It's not. I'm gonna check this. Oh my god!
Go and check it. What is it? The Relina McRelina face, isn't it?
What the fuck? Her name is Darlian.
Hello, Darlian.
Darlian. I've got nothing against the name, but oh my god, that does not make sense to me in my head. Do you know? I've just also realized I've got a bunch of tabs open on my computer of like. Oh, this is an interesting one of like e-readers and cat litter because I was wanting to order cat litter and I was also looking at e-readers. E-readers are cool, quite cool. E-ink readers. But
what's an e-reader?
What's an e-reader? It's an electronic device that uses has a screen using electronic ink. Which is different from your standard screens on your phones and monitors, in that it doesn't use a light. It uses ink to form images. And
like a Kindle?
Fucking... Yes, basically a Kindle.
Why didn't you say that then? Just say e-readers are like Kindles.
No, Kindles are e-readers.
It's like if I've never heard of a car company before, and I'm like, oh, what's Rivian? And you're like, well... if you take an engine and 4 wheels and a chassis.
Yeah, but like if I said Rivian's a car company, you said, but what's that? And I'm like, well, let me explain. And you're like, wait, like Ferrari? I was like, it's not a Ferrari though. I said, but yeah, like Ferrari. It's like Ferrari are technically cars, yes. But
so Kindle are the Ferrari of the e-reader world.
Oh, I don't know.
Are they sponsoring us? Are we getting money? Are you getting money? You've never paid me for this.
But don't you start, right? we ain't getting no money for anything. If we
What about
start
cat
getting,
litter? Oh my god! Imagine people donated cat litter to you for
don't
this.
you? There is no post box. Do not.
If you want to donate cat litter, please
No.
send it to Gundam Wing PO Box
Oh my god, no, no!
111111.
Don't you dare! Right? Fucking get inundated with cat litter. The cat, and it'll probably be the type of cat litter my cat doesn't want to use, because Jobby doesn't want to use the cat litter I'm using currently, and is pooing on the mat and stuff and giving me problems. It's a pain in the arse. Anyway, what a distraction! What was I talking about? Gundam Wing,
Episode 2, Gundam
yeah.
Deathscythe, which to me is like the coolest Gundam.
It definitely has the best silhouette. Probably the best weapon.
Yeah.
Well, the best looking weapon. I would probably say the best weapon is the one that Hero has for is it the Freedom Gundam that he has? I can't remember his Gundam.
The later on one.
Is that well, the Gundam he has a gun that's way overpowered. And I think it gets more powerful. Is that the Freedom Gundam that has a gun that basically can blow up colonies?
Nice.
I'm trying to imagine how you would power that. How is it? Is it got its own nuclear power plant? Like, how are the Gundams even powered? Because they're not using they're not filling them full of jet fuel, right? Like, they just run magically. And
our Gundam suits powered?
I know different series have this is the GN engine. I don't know. There's something in like Gundam 00 or something, and they talk about different stuff. But I feel like in Gundam Wing they don't really talk about how they're powered. It might be in some info. Do you know? Maybe I should. Let me check. So Gundam Wing
details: nuclear fusion reactors. Just like the Universal Century, wingsuits rely on advanced miniaturized fusion power plants. And they have internal capacitors. Useful when firing weapons like Wing Gundam's twin buster rifle, which contains a huge amount of energy. Isn't the internet wonderful?
So Google AI is giving me an answer, which I think is taken from a wait, what the fuck? Gundams are powered by various energy sources depending on the specific series, but in the Gundam Wing series, they are powered by a semi-perpetual energy system known as the GN drive. Which provides the Gundams with an almost limitless. No, this is bullshit. GN part. I feel like that's in Gundam 00. Yeah, what are you fucking talking about? It was Gundam fucking bullshit. Google AI as usual. Anyway. Right, let's continue talking about the actual episode. So yeah, they have nuclear fusion power plants. What is it hidden in the Gundam butt or something?
Yeah.
Like where is it? Because so people
it's hidden in the Gundam butt, and then you're like, okay, it's possible to carry out fusion. The real trick here is how do you cool all of that, right? Because otherwise the whole thing would just be super hot, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Goodbye.
So there's a fan, and attached to the fan is a hamster and a wheel. And the hamster runs really fast.
You absolute
correct.
Arsehole.
And then out the hold, which you just mentioned, the hot gases are released.
I thought you were being at least half serious there. I was like, oh, they've got a magic fan, okay. And then the hamster. I was like, right, enough of the hamster. Hamtaro is not in Gundam Wing. Right. So I've got here.
You have notes. I just watched the episode like a normal person, but you took notes.
I have to take notes. We need to like actually talk about what the hell happened in the episode, right? Otherwise, we'll just like I've forgotten. Anyway,
I remember specific things that made me go, "Why is this like this?"
Well, fencing.
Yeah.
Right.
Blonde so we open with Hero at school. Like, why has he gone to school anyway? So he's
gone to school again. So he's not that interested in Relina. But he needs to kill her. Yeah. That's why he has literally created a persona. Well, he's created.
Yeah, and we saw him hack into the computer that was running on like whatever was before Windows 95.
It was running on like MS-DOS or something, and he was like, oh, I'm just typing. This is how hacking works. He goes, oh, bills outstanding for the school, paid. Bills outstanding for this, paid.
Yeah.
And I was like, and he had some,
Weird.
did he not use some magic card or something to like hack into it? And I'm like,
Oh, I
mate,
don't
give
know.
me that magic card. How the fuck are you hacking this shit? Oh, and what a shame. The school was going to be defrauded, or whatever. Whoa, what a shame for the rich school. Anyway, I have. Oh. No, we'll get to it. We'll get to it, right? Anyway, he comes in, hero, and he fights. He fences with this fancy blonde dude, right? And the blonde dude, before he puts his mask
What's
on,
his
is
name?
like, oh, this is bad. I don't have his name because I don't care. Or
Mm.
maybe I wrote it later. Oh my god, I don't think I wrote it. I don't think I cared. I've just referred to him as the blonde dude. Well, it shows you how much I gave a shit. Maybe I've written it. No, I've not written it anywhere in my notes. Anyway, I don't know. But the guy, before he puts on the mask, is just like, I heard that you ripped up Relina's invitation.
Yeah.
Hero doesn't say anything, and then they have a fight, and then the blonde guy is like, that was a bad thing to do. Why did you do that? Blah blah blah. Because I think he's either a simp for Relina, or I think he's her actual friend, to be fair. But they have this like super like fabulous fence off, and then Hero, because amongst all the gun like training to pilot a Gundam and military training he had growing up, he apparently got training in fencing
Mm.
because he's
Why not?
badass at it, and he basically pierces the guy's mask with his fence sword. What is it called? The rapier?
Rapier.
Rapier?
No, you're a bit
Rapier?
rapier. Rapier.
Is it a rapier or is it
I think it's
rapier?
rapier. It's French, no?
A rapier. Do you know? I've just realized something. Oh, wait. I could. Right. Say rapier. Rapier. I apologize to French people and the world of fencing. But anyway, so I was right. It was rapier.
Do you want to know it in Chinese?
No. Shin gun.
Rapier.
Well, I was right. Anyway, rapier. Right. He pierces the guy's helmet, walks off, and then the girls are like, "Oh my god, did you see what he did? He's
Like,
pretty strong."
you know, the teachers in this school, they're like, all right, so here's this random like feral child
Yep.
that's like stabbing people in the face and doing all this stuff. He's not paid fees. None of us know who he is. We've never met his parents. Yeah, this is probably fine.
To be fair, they probably don't meet a lot of the kids' parents because they're super rich and they don't want to actually. The parents probably don't want to spend time with the kids, which is why they send them to boarding school. So that might be normal, but also him being a dick, I feel is kind of it's probably not abnormal in a school full of rich, spoiled kids.
Yeah, okay.
So
accepted.
Apparently, in the world of Gundam, sorry, on Earth, in the world of Gundam Wing, if you're rich in this school, you can get away with whatever, right?
Yeah.
Which is probably close to real life. Right. We then switch to an aircraft carrier at sea. Zex, sexy Zex, is in a submarine, and he's like, let well, what's his voice? Is like, let me help. He's got such a fucking weird. He's like, we can help you search for the Gundam, and he's in his like fancy
No, but
submarine.
he offers help. He asks for help first from this like naval captain. He's like, we need some repairs. Will you help us? In return, we can lend you our new Gundams to help look for the other one.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then his little minions are like, but sir, there's nothing wrong with our craft or whatever it is.
Which he says out loud while they're fucking talking to the guy.
And
he's like,
he's
shut
like, yeah,
up.
I know, but that's the only way he'd accept our help. Hashtag manipulation. Also, can I tell you something?
What?
You know how last week I was struggling to find the subtitles?
Yes.
I found them this week.
Did it make your viewing experience a lot better?
It did something. So it was helpful for someone of like me that struggles to hear everything, to have the words. But what was really confusing, the subtitles are for um the Japanese version, the Japanese dub, right?
Yeah.
And like so stuff is translated across into English. But for
Oh.
whatever reason, the English subtitles do not match the English dub. So he might be like, "Let us come help you," and the subtitle will be like, "Let us offer you assistance."
Oh.
And it's like that throughout, where like the subtitles are giving you the random gist of what is being said, but not word for word, and it's very confusing.
See, that's why it's always best to watch in Japanese with English subtitles, and then
Yeah,
you wouldn't
because
have
you get
this
the real
problem.
emotion.
But I haven't been watching in English because you're watching in English, so
You can watch it in Japanese if you want.
no, we've started. I'm going to finish it. I want
Why?
to get
What?
the
2
original
episodes in.
feel
I'm
of
going
the.
to alternate. I'm going to watch 1 episode in Japanese, one in English.
Don't do that.
Why?
Because the whole point was to relive our nostalgia, and we
Oh,
watched
okay.
it in English originally, and the English voice acting is something, to be honest, it's something special. And I think it was like, it was a thing of that era of dubbing.
Yeah.
They, oh my God, the voice acting is terrible for, like, Hero You, like, to be honest, his character, it makes sense. But even then, it's, it's ridiculous how deadpan he is. And then
Mm.
Relina, what's her excuse?
She's really
Sh
weird.
She's just like super deadpan about everything. It's like, Father, it is my birthday. Why did you not spend time with me? As she's walking down the beach being a weirdo.
Because this stuff was done in the 90s, right? So it's
Yes.
like they've managed to record AI voices, but they use real people to do it.
No, I wouldn't. AI voices would be better.
No, I know, but like, early AI voices or something where you text to voice
I
situations.
don't know. I just think it's people that are really bored. Or maybe they were directed to be like, act
Yeah.
bored because you're a bored rich kid. And it's like, but
Yeah.
no, but like Duo's voice actor is good. Katra's voice actor is good. Like these are the other Gundam pilots, right?
Mm.
Or at least I remember them to be good. I've not seen too much. Duo's is really good. We see Duo. He's the one that pilots Deathscythe.
Mm.
Spoilers, I guess. Um, and he's actually pretty good. So like, and to be honest, Zex is pretty good. Trace is Trey's Gushanada, the guy who's the head of Oz, is got a pretty good voice actor. So it's like it's just some of the characters that are weird, and that's I'm assuming they were told to act like that. But hey ho. Anyway, I have a note here. Pisces and Cancer suits.
Mm.
Those were the suits that Zex to lended to the United Earth Sphere Alliance or whatever the fuck. Wait, let me go
Yeah.
back. What are they called? I always forget this. The United Earth Sphere Alliance, so UESA, I guess. Right now, this is the best bit. We go back to school. Hero is making a horse jump really high. Actually, I would say the horse was kind of flying. And then there's a there's a blonde girl watching going, oh my god. Um and then it's time for horseman. I've written here horsemanship class. Is
Yeah.
that what it's called? They were having classes riding horses, and all the girls are like, "Oh my god, did you see Hero? He's like basically taming some fucking wild horse." It's like something from a Mills and Boon novel, right?
Crazy.
It's kind of epic. And then he's like, he rides the horse, so he doesn't take the class clearly because he's like
Yeah,
too
he
cool.
uses the horse to run away.
Yeah, he uses the horse to ride off into the sunset, and then you see it like
Again,
skips
the
to him.
teachers are just like, yeah, this is fine.
Oh yeah, he's rich. He's paid his well. He's not paid his bills at that point because you
Mm-hmm.
find that he's left the horse in front of a building, has
Mm.
climbed up a two-story. He's gone into the window of a two-story building somehow, and then he's hacking the computer, sitting there all chill. Actually, he was accessing top secret military info.
Yeah, from the school computer.
I don't even.
Like, he's able to hack. Like, I want to talk about the technology of this world. I'm going to get to it when you get to a certain scene. I'm going to sit
Okay.
quiet until then because there's a scene that I really want to talk about.
Okay, I might have missed this, but and then he's right. He's looking up top secret military info because that's what you do, and that's what you do in school because that's smart.
Mm.
Because if it gets fucking tracked, it's going to get tracked to the school, and that's going to be a problem for him. But I guess he's just a super amazing hacker and can't be tracked. IP addresses don't exist. IP tracking, I suppose, doesn't exist in the Gundam Wing world. And he's actually looking for ways to destroy the Gundam.
His
I
own
think he
Gundam.
is. Yeah, because he wants to destroy the evidence. He's hacking everything, and he clears all his bills magically. He's just like, oh, bill for the school cleared, bill for missiles cleared. I don't know. He ordered missiles. No, he found missiles, or something to when he was doing his search. But anyway, we switched to Relina. She's pissed on her birthday because Hero said no. And apparently, Hero took. We see Hero taking a ride under a truck.
Yeah, onto the military base or something.
Right, wait, and then Relina's in the car, right, being pissy. The driver's driving her to her birthday, and she's going, he has many secrets. I know his secret. That's why. That's why he said he will kill me or something.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, have fucking emotion. Could you have lacked more emotion from that? And then the driver's like, oh, is that an interesting novel you're reading,
Yeah.
Miss Relina? And he's like, she's like, yeah. And I'm like, mate, she is fucking gone off the deep end. And then I've got Hero stealing missiles, and he does it very easily.
Yeah.
He apparently knows about Oz, and he wants to get rid of the Gundam before Oz gets it. So he knows about Oz, and he knows that they're going to be going after it.
Mm.
We again have Zex again. Back to Zex and his submarine. The mobile suits have launched from the sub to search on behalf of Oz, and then dun, 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 the mobile suits start blowing up mysteriously. It's like, oh, Zex or Sir, the suits are just like going off the radar or something mysteriously, and I'm like, oh well, I've been
This was
to.
the cool bit of the episode.
So this is where we first see Deathscythe basically slicing the absolute fuck out of these mobile suits like a hot knife through butter.
So
And
good.
basically all the mobile suits from the aircraft carrier, the United Arab Spirit Alliance aircraft carrier, get taken out. I've got we're taken out. That's a typo there in my notes. That's going to let me correct that because that's super important. It does annoy me. And then Zex, right? So Zex is like right hand man, the guy that's always like, "Sir, is that the right thing to do, sir?" Blah blah blah, whatever. That guy that's always talking to him, right? In the sub or the spaceship or wherever he is, right? His right hand man. He's out there, and I'm like, wait, is he going to eat it? Because
there was a second where he was like, "Sir, let me take the lead. Let me go instead of you," and I was like, "They've done that so that Zex doesn't have to be in the cancer, so that they can like just slice it and let the person inside die."
So basically, this guy is a red shirt in this Star Trek world of the red shirts that just die. That's what I thought was going to happen. I was kind of surprised because it was only episode 2, and this guy was like, he seemed like he'd be a bit more of a recurring character.
I didn't even think he was the same character. I thought he was just such a generic person. He was just a soldier, but a different soldier.
I don't know. Maybe he is different, but I feel like he was the same guy because he has.
Yeah, he might have been the same guy. I was
a
just,
much
to me, he
closer.
was so generic.
So harsh. He has actually. I feel like he had more emotion than Relina when he was talking. To be fair, so I've got here ships being taken out by the Gundam ships. It's not ships. It's freaking mobile suits. Oh no, I suppose some of them could be called underwater ships. Oh no, it is the ships. They had what do you call it? Like military ships.
Yeah, like big boats.
What are they called?
Row your boat gently down the stream.
What's the name? Like we've got the Defender.
HMS.
What
Gold
are
class.
they? Yeah, what are they? It's not aircraft carriers. It's like battleships. That's it. Anyway, the battleships are getting sliced to
Destroyer.
fuck. Destroyers. Yes. The battleships are basically getting sliced like they were nothing. And then the Gundam literally comes aboard one of the ships and takes out the bridge, which is brutal.
Like, it just slices straight through. You know, as a kid watching this, I was like, "Wow, this is so cool." And I think the Deathscythe is my favorite one. And as a kid, I was like, wow, this is so cool. And as a grown up, I can't help but think there are a lot of people on that boat that were just like employed, like the chef and the cleaning crew and engineers and whoever else that were like, I just want to get a job. And the Gundam just killed them all.
Even the military guys, right? A lot of them are there to protect.
Yeah, they're not fundamentally evil
Yeah,
in themselves. They're like employees that got a job
and it was so brutal that I was like, isn't it dangerous to go up on the bridge and be easily viewable?
mm,
And he just goes on the bridge and just in the most brutal manner ever slices the bridge open, and then a
mm,
helicopter is like escaping, and he's like, "Huh? Try escape? Fuck you!" Blows out of the sky, and I'm just like, I don't, I don't like these guys. I don't think I like anyone in terms of their morals. I mean, I
mm,
suppose everyone's thinking that they're fighting for their people, their group, whatever, right? So the Gundams are fighting for their respective colonies, and the people of the United Earth Sphere Alliance are fighting for Earth or something. I don't
mm.
know. But it still super sucks. And to be honest, when I watched it for the first time, I remember being kind of depressed by like, not depressed, but finding it kind of sad how many people are just getting annihilated, absolutely annihilated by these Gundams, and they're just like not really bad people. Um, Basically the grunts, the soldiers on the ground, right, would just get
Mm.
totally annihilated, and you're like, how much death for what? Um, but that's the thing about war. Nobody really wins.
Yeah.
Um, except for the guys higher at the top
That
who
make
are
the
on the winning
money, the
side,
people that build the tanks and things that are getting paid. Why don't
but
we build a tank?
because it would be the
Then we could
worst.
get paid.
It would be. Have you seen? I'm not going to talk about current politics. I was going because tanks have not been doing too well against things like drones, and maybe
But
we should
ours would
make
be
drones.
hamster powered.
Maybe we should just make drones.
Hamster powered drones.
Um, I literally just pictured in my head a sea of drones, and this like or a sky full of drones with little hamsters
Inside the,
cycling
I've
inside
got the
them.
hamsters wearing like the little goggles and the leather jacket and the
Oh my
scarf.
god! That this would be animal cruelty. Right. I have here. Relina's having a party. She's wearing a very beautiful blue dress. She thanks everyone in the most monotonous voice ever. She's like,
Thanks everyone for coming
"Thank
to
you
my
for
party,
coming to
but
my
I'm leaving.
party." And
Peace
then it's
out.
like, the mum's there, which I didn't even know the mum was in the series. I just kind of thought she was just like someone who we never see. And she's
Mm.
like, "Oh, your daddy has to leave for work or something." And then as daddy is leaving, he pictures accidentally fall out of his work folder. And here's another typo in my notes. I wrote meteor, it should be meteor. Top secret pictures fall out of his folder of Project
Yeah.
Meteor. Basically, the pictures of Hiro Yui when he was entering the
Yeah,
atmosphere.
yeah.
And I'm like, my man, I feel like you shouldn't have that in a folder that could easily fall out. Also, why have you got physical pictures? Should you not just keep that on a disc?
Yeah.
But hey ho, this is 90s Gundam, futuristic Gundam Wing based with 90s tech. Um, so also I noticed that the news was covering no, the news was covering up the Gundams, and it was saying it was just, oh my god. See this, it's this autocorrect. Meteors.
Meters. The meters were not Gundams.
No. Apparently
They
it's
burnt
just
up
meteors,
before they
guys.
reached the Earth.
Guys, you're being paranoid. Obviously, mobile suits in space did not enter the atmosphere without burning up. That's insane. It was just meteors. Stop being
Yeah.
weird. Get the tinfoil hat off. They're not putting bloody chemtrails or whatever.
Gundam trails with their nuclear reactors flying around.
To be fair, if someone said a giant man suit entered the atmosphere from space, and 5 of them landed and decided to like take out key military installations.
And we used MS-DOS to work this out.
I would probably not instantly believe that too.
Yeah.
Now Relina realizes she goes, oh my god. I've got here that Relina realizes Hero is, quote, a little prince. He's a
Yeah, I
little
didn't
prince.
understand that.
He's a little prince from space. This is maybe this refers to some sort of um old Japanese
No, The Little Prince was the book, right? He crash landed on some random place.
What?
Le Petit Prince.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Le
What?
Petit Prince is a famous book.
You've just made this up.
No.
You're just
Google
talking
it.
of French weirdness. You've been made up some.
Wiki.
You're just talking of
Le
the French act.
Petit Prince. Google it.
The Small Prince.
Le Petit Prince. Published in April 1943. Plot.
The story follows a young prince who visits various plant. Oh my god, this actually refers to books. I have no culture, which is why I don't know about this. Let me read this.
Why do you not read any French literature? Guy knows everything about hamsters
Why do you know about
and
this?
their weird anatomy and everything that they do. Can't pick up a book.
Wait, what
You
weird
were
anatomy?
literally talking about e-readers earlier. Oh, I'm so cultured. I have a Kindle.
I didn't say I was cultured. You're putting words in my mouth. A, B, why do you know about the Le Petit Prince?
Why don't
you? No, why? No, seriously, why do you know about this? Did you read this?
I have it, but I've not read it.
You have.
I've got like
you
3
have
copies.
the book.
People keep giving it to me as a present.
People give you the Little Prince. Is it? Wait, is this a
I
kid's
have
book
3
or something?
versions of it.
Why?
No, before I had kids, people kept giving it to me.
Why is it? Why? Wait, let me check. This novella, written and illustrated by French writer and aviator Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. It was first published in English and French in the United States by Reno and Hitchcock. Blah, 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 plot. The book begins with a 6-year-old narrator to determine if grown-ups are as enlightened as a child. The narrator shows them a picture depicting a boa constrictor that has eaten an elephant. The adults always reply that the picture represents a...
Yeah.
What is this? Upon making a second drawing depicting the elephant inside the boa constrictor, the adults tell him to study things of importance. Dude, without context of reading this book, this doesn't make any sense. He learns to only talk of reasonable things to them rather than the fanciful. Right, he becomes an aircraft pilot one day. His plane crashes in the Sahara. Wait, where is this? Where he goes into space? Blah blah blah. Matter. What the fuck? This is a lot, dude. This plot goes on.
Yeah, but it's a very small book.
Since a prince land, right? Desert. Okay, something about a prince in flight. So apparently, Relina is cultured and reads French books.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not surprised, but also there was no. See, if I hadn't talked to you about this, I would never have got that reference. Anyway, I was like, what the fuck? Also, she realizes the news lies. The news is lying?
Yeah.
Anyway, we also see cool fencing boy on a motorcycle. He's running late for Alina's party.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know what? He'd probably be a protagonist of another anime. If he was in any other anime, he'd probably be the protagonist. Unfortunately, he's in Gundam Wing, and a fucking seriously depressed psychopathic teenager is the protagonist of the story. Really is the antagonist and the protagonist all in one. I don't know. Anyway, he sees Hero in a stolen military truck. This is the one that has missiles on the back.
It's not a was it? It was an ambulance.
No, he was in a... Shit.
I thought it was an ambulance.
He was in the ambulance before. Was he in the ambulance?
Because when he goes to the military base or something, they're like, hey, ambulance guy, come help. And it's like, no, it's Hero's ambulance. And this was a point I wanted to make. I think it's after. This is after that. This is when he's stolen the missiles, I think. No, initially, I think he's driving around in an ambulance.
Why did I say stolen truck? Oh, well, yeah. So he sees them and he goes, was that a Hero?
Yeah, and this is my point. He's like, why was Hero driving an ambulance? And my question was, you remember the ambulance he stole in episode 1?
It was the same.
Is it the same one? Because he just kept it at the school, in like the school car park. And this is what I'm trying to understand. For it. Like, technology in this universe, they have space colonies, they have MS-DOS computers, they have photo surveillance rather than video for like the Project Meteor, whatever it was. So I'm trying to work out what's going on here. what are they capable? Because sometimes you just have to accept the deceit of a situation. Like
Yep.
the Superman film, the new one, Corn Sweat.
Wait, we're dating this podcast now.
Oh, it's fine. Let's date.
No, let's try not to, but go on. You've already.
Okay, so do you remember the 2025 Superman film?
Yes.
Try and cast your mind back those many, many years
many,
ago.
Many years, 30 years ago.
So in that, like at that point in time, everybody just uses their mobile phone to read the news, right? Nobody reads newspapers.
Yeah.
But like they made a deliberate point of loads of people in this universe have newspapers, and they were like, that's just the way it is. We're not going to explain it. Everybody has a mobile phone, but everybody also reads newspaper, right? And you're like, okay, we'll just accept that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, there's like weird technological disparities in Gundam.
It's a different universe.
Exactly. So we're just going to accept certain things. But I'm like, this guy stole an ambulance and is just driving it around the streets. Yes. And no one's like, hey, that's a stolen ambulance. Like, okay, maybe the police don't have like the latest CCTV. But if you saw a teenage kid driving an ambulance, surely someone, and it's the way they like just waltz into military facilities and like no one finds them apart from Relina, she can just waltz into. And
that was another thing I wanted to point out.
I'm like, what is the security in this place? You're we've got these space colonies. We think people are falling from the sky to attack us. Let's have no police or guards or anything anywhere. Let's put 4,000 soldiers in the middle of a sea, dress them up like crabs and let them like get exploded. But in the streets, nah. Kid can ride around an ambulance. Why is he in an ambulance? Surely the thing for Hero that would make most sense is a motorbike. But he's like, no, I'm going to ride around my ambulance.
Because he can't. Look, he's a bit embarrassed. He can't actually ride a motorcycle. he can ride a horse. He can break in a wild horse. He can literally jump 2 stories somehow into a window. He can't ride a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
It's just he's not cool enough for it. Which is maybe why he was jealous of the blonde-haired kid in the beginning that he was fencing, because that guy has a motorcycle, and maybe that's where his anger issues towards that guy came from. Anyway, let's move on. We see one of the other Gundam pilots, Troa Barton, joining a circus. Because
we're just getting little glimpses of what everyone else is up to.
Yep, and I say he basically tames a wild lion.
He hugs it.
Yeah, and he says beasts are true to their feelings, or something along those lines. And then there's a girl that walks into the scene, and she goes, "Mysterious kid." She's clearly going to be someone that's going to form some sort of emotional relationship with him, because maybe she's the brother she never had, or the husband or son or whatever. Then we switch to Catra in the desert, because I feel like this episode's like, by the way, there's other Gundam pilots. Don't remember them. Don't forget them. Okay,
don't forget them.
So he's basically lying there in his tent, but he's lying on the ground spying on someone or something. Or he's aiming a gun. I can't remember what he's doing, but he's lying there and he's like luxury tent.
He's looking at birds or something with his binoculars.
Oh, that's what he's doing. He's like living the life of luxury. He has a butler. I noted. That annoyed me. How dare he have a butler? He's new to Earth because he's never been there, and he keeps saying this place is so beautiful. It's so beautiful, because Catra has feelings. He's the touchy-feely one. He cares. Remember that for later in the show. Because I remember some stuff, but remember Catra cares. So we see, wait, who the hell is this? Is it Faye? Who's the Asian, East Asian?
Oh yeah,
Faye. I've written down Faye. He's getting supplies for his Gundam, and he's kept his Gundam underwater. And I'm like, that's interesting. Wouldn't people still be able to see it with satellite photography if the water?
Again, what is the technology here?
They don't have satellites.
And I think they have like 3 policemen in the whole world.
They have spaceships up there, but they don't have satellites. Also, apparently just having a Gundam stand about so that the top of the head's 2 meters under the water is enough for it to be hidden. Yeah. Also, they have really good makes sense for them to have good waterproofing. They have to survive in space, so they must have good sealing. I want to know what they're using to seal them up, man, because it must be good stuff. Then we switch back to we're at Relina's party. Everyone is like, why have I written this? Everyone is like, blow the candles. Like, she's stupid. She's like, blow the candles, because she doesn't know what to do on her birthday. Blonde boy tells Relina, oh yeah, he comes in and he's like, I think I saw Hero. Yeah, you're right. He goes, he tells Relina he saw Hero in an ambulance, which is the fucking craziest thing. Wait, sorry, what is Riverside complaining about? Device is struggling to record. This may be due to high load on your device. Try what? What are you talking about? It's because oh damn. Wait, let me check.
I'm sending you something.
No, don't send me something.
I'm sending you something in AI on your phone.
Did you kill my? Wait, what else have I got running in the background? I need to be careful. What? I think my PC is struggling. Why is it struggling? Wait, what is this window I've got open? Oh, I can close that.
Why is there so much open on your computer?
I don't have that much. Oh, let's not. Should I leave this tab? Please keep this tab open until. Weird. I better keep that open. I feel like that if I close that, I'll break Riverside. Anyway, what was I saying? He says that he saw Hero in an ambulance.
Yeah.
Her thoughts was, an ambulance? That's him, all right.
Yeah. And she's like, that's the like, she didn't say this, but imagine, she was like, that's the ambulance that I see in the school car park every day. And the teachers are all totally fine with this.
They just thought it was like the school doctor's ambulance.
Yeah. Jeez.
She
also, you were asking about what sealant the Gundams were using to stay waterproof.
Yes.
Look at your phone.
What you sent me. Oh my god, what's wrong with you? Of course they didn't use hamster skin. What's wrong with you? You psycho. Right. So at this point, Relina goes, do you know what? Fuck this for a bag of chips. I'm leaving my party. So she ditches everyone at the party. She's
mad at her dad for not coming, and then she leaves herself.
And then the friends are like, we should go with you, right? And she's like, no, you stay here.
Yeah.
And then I've noted here, even the mum talks weird. I can't remember what the mum said to her, but I noted then that she talks weird. Maybe she's got this bored voice to her as well, because
you know what she reminds me of?
What?
There's a guy on Instagram who pretends to be Gal Gadot.
Oh my
but
god.
like pretends he doesn't understand anything. And yeah, he talks like her. I'm gonna find the videos and then you can attach them at the bottom of the show
It's like
notes.
she talks slow, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the mum here. And yeah, people have commented in Gal Gadot's acting. Kal-El, stop it, or something.
Yeah, exactly. Kal-El, no. I need to go find Hero.
No. And then I've noted here, Relina's wondering who Hero will kill. She's like, I need to go find him. I wonder who he's going to kill. Fucking hell. Anyway, the Oz search carries on. They find the Gundam.
Yeah, good for them.
And they made a note, there isn't a single scratch on it. And considering it entered the freaking atmosphere and crash landed into the sea, that is impressive.
Pretty strong.
Yep. Zex is talking about becoming fierce beasts. He's like, we will become fierce beasts with the Gundams, apparently, or something. He's being weird. He's like, we'll be super cool. I need to really practice a good Zex voice because it really is something else. But as soon as they find it, alarms going off when they approach the Gundam. Apparently, it has like indicator lights, like a car, and it's flashing, going, and then what happens? They're like, oh, the alarm was, oh shit! I think it is like self-destruct.
Yeah. They switched the self-destruct on.
Then
Hero had hacked into it from school and switched it on.
Yes, he went burp, burp, and then apparently Deathscythe comes and everyone gets sliced to fuck. And then Deathscythe's looking at this going, oh shit, The alarm's gone off. Oh, this is awkward. How the fuck do I shut this off? Oh, this is like mines, isn't it? I'm just going to stab this very specific point here.
In the butt.
I don't think it was the butt.
It was.
But I don't. Well, whatever. Right? He stabs it somewhere just enough to like hit the sound thing, and apparently he like disabled the self destruct. I feel like you shouldn't be able to disable a self destruct that easily, but hey ho. And then someone is, oh yeah, this is so the right hand man of Zex is fighting, and he's like, how can he use a thermal energy weapon underwater? And I said, that is a very good question. I don't know how the fuck he uses that weapon. That weapon is ridiculously overpowered and breaks the laws of physics. But and then I have noted the right hand man of Zex dies. May rest
Whatever
in peace.
his name was.
Oh, I don't even think we got a name for him. Wait. Oh shit! No, it was after this that the blinker lights go on. Oh well. Duo's surprised that the suit is the same as his. He's like, what? No, now that I think about it, that would be surprising because I thought as I understood it, or as I thought, each of the colonies must have been developing these independently. But
That's
I guess
but clearly
they were working together,
talking to each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's one of those cases of we work together, but say nothing, so that if one of us is foiled, the others can continue.
Yeah, but also they're not going to tell their pilots because the pilots are on a need-to-know basis. You need to pilot this. This is your mission. We're not going to fucking tell you the backstory of how we built these. That's not your job to know, which is why Duo will be like quite surprised. Anyway, he's like, I'm going to take this Gundam as backup parts for mines. I was like, that's pretty rude, man. Like a whole Gundam. And I'm pretty sure the parts are slightly different, but whatever. Now, Relina arrives at the port in her limo.
Yeah.
She sees...
Driver's just chilling. He's like, yeah, I can break into a military base.
He's
no
like,
problem.
I'll just bring you to the military port.
The two police people that we have on this planet are in Switzerland right now. So yeah, no problem. Let's go.
Yeah, it's very hard for them. They do a very tough job. They have to like circumnavigate the whole planet to protect things, and they happen to not be here right now. I've noted the random ambulance. You see the random ambulance abandoned at the port, and she's like, "That's my ambulance."
Yeah.
Jeez. And I've noted here a grenade in the sub. Wait, what the fuck what was I talking about? I don't know. Grenade in the sub. What? Her is here. Man, what was I typing? I think I just lost the plot.
Is there.
Oh, god damn my typing and the autocorrect. Hero is here. Relina, now, Relina just runs into the port. Nobody stops her. She gets on top of the submarine, right? That's docked. Nobody stopped this like 16, 17, whatever teenage girl from going into a military port. I'm like, what the fuck? I suppose you could maybe assume that Hero took out some of the guards, but
yeah. But even then, how did you take out an entire army base and fences and whatever else you had to get past?
She just like fucking ran past it.
This is my thing. Like, okay, Hero has killed everyone, but why is there not CCTV that's picking her up or something?
There's no such thing as CCTV in this world because in the 90s there wasn't much CCTV.
Yeah.
Anyway, she oh my god, I've written here she seed the torpedoes. No, she sees the torpedoes. This is what happens when you try to type fast while watching an episode. Yeah. She sees
them and like she doesn't know what he's targeting.
Oh no, she knows. I mean, she doesn't know. She knows, but she doesn't know. She goes, "No, Hero, don't do it."
Yeah, I think she thinks he's gonna kill people. Like he's gonna try and destroy his own Gundam. I think she thinks he's gonna kill people.
He's already killed a bunch of people, right? So yeah. Little she knows.
She thinks she's gonna kill a lot of people with those torpedoes.
Oh, I've taken some notes here. I've noted she goes, "I want to know who you are. Talk to me, Hero." She has this. I was dying here, man. His answer to that is to point a gun at her. Yeah. And he genuinely tries to shoot her. And he only doesn't shoot her because Duo shoots him. So he gets shot somewhere and you're like, huh? And it's Duo, right? And Duo is like, he's the bad guy, right? Which is an interesting thing to think, considering you've just annihilated a bunch of people. But I suppose Duo sees himself as the hero here.
Yeah.
And I think he does see himself as a good guy overall, right?
Yeah. So he, like from Duo's point of view, I was like, I'm Team Duo. Like this entire situation is insane. He sees Hero, like bunch of missiles, and is about to shoot a random teenage girl. So he's like, well, this guy's clearly insane. And like yeah, he probably thinks all the soldiers from the Alliance are like bad guys because they've been oppressed by them. So
Yep.
I'm like, okay, I can understand his psychology there. And then he shoots Hero,
Oh,
understandable.
and
And then
he's like,
suddenly Relina's like trying to save Hero, and he's like, what is happening?
what the fuck?
Yeah.
So she stands in front of Hero and she's like, Duo's like, what is going on here? And then his Gundam surfaces because his Gundam apparently he somehow got onto the submarine before his Gundam resurfaced. I don't understand how that. No, was he in his Gundam or was I think his Hero's Gundam surfaces, right? Because he Duo brought it back up. And then he turns on a light, which is I feel like this scene's iconic. He puts on a flash,
Mm.
or a flare to kind of blind Relina,
Yeah.
and he says, you better just walk away." And then Hero gets up. He goes, "You haven't had enough." And then what Hero does is he jumps onto the missiles
Yeah.
and he launches them at his Gundam. And I've got this quote, mission complete. Did he say this? I can't
Yeah.
remember.
Mission complete.
Mission
And
complete.
I think, you know, whoever wrote this was going for a deeper point of like the whole thing of child soldier, has Hero been trapped by his circumstance? He's the hero, but actually he's just another prisoner in a different way. And actually to just be able to destroy the Gundam, because his entire thing is to be the pilot of the Gundam. But if the Gundam doesn't exist, he doesn't like. Realistically, it's not mission complete because there's so much more to do on Earth. But actually, if the Gundam doesn't exist, he can't take part. And he's like, "Yay, mission complete!" And he's like, "I'm just gonna die now." And then he's like face down in the water trying to drown himself.
Oh,
And I was like, "There's interesting concepts here that they're trying to discuss, but something is lost in the voice acting." He's like, "Mission complete."
mission
And like just
complete.
falls over into the water. And Relina's like, "Oh, missiles," or whatever she's doing. But it's yeah, I think the concepts are more interesting than how it's executed. But also, I'm sure when I was 11 and I was watching this, it blew my mind.
Hero was cool because
Yeah.
he's doing
But I
crazy
think
stuff.
I never like wanted to be Hero. There was
No,
while I didn't when I watched it as a kid, I never thought Hero's insane, but I never like wanted to be him at the same. You know, when you watch Power Rangers, you like pick your favorite, and you're like, oh, I want to be the White Ranger, or I want to be the Green Ranger, or whatever, right?
yep.
Whereas at no point was I like, oh, I want to be Hero. I was like, oh, I want to be Duo, or I want to be the one with the long hair and the lion. You know, that kind like. But there was no point where I ever thought, oh, it'd be fun to be Hero.
To be honest, nobody wants to be Hero. I feel
Yeah.
like that's universal. He sucks, and he also seems to have a sucky life. But it is a good point you bring up. It's almost like he's trying to, as quickly as possible, end his life so that he can like almost escape the mission that he seems to have almost been uniquely brought up to do. Because he is very quick to be like, oh well, time to scuttle the Gundam, done my job.
Yeah.
Tries to kill himself. Oh well, how am I going to blow? And I've got a quote here. So I've got here, both Gundams are hit and sink to the bottom of the sea. And then Duo goes, damn it, he knows Gundanium's impact tolerance.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? And honestly, Hero, I've got here Hero's floating face down this, and I laugh so hard.
It's so
He's
good.
so
He looks
stupid.
like a little drunk.
He's like, I'm like, oh well, he's dead.
Little
And then
bubbles.
I've got here, Relina looks miserable as hell in the closing credits. Oh, this is like they have the closing credits. She keeps staring at the camera weirdly. Oh, yeah. And then I've got notes on now her foot. Oh, right. Do you know this is the ending credits? She puts a foot on the dog.
Mm.
Now there's two lions. There's a deer. Then she's hanging with a rhino. She pulls its tail. She is now lying on the rhino. God, it's weird. And then it says next time, and it's Relina talking. Hero is captured and Duo tries to get him back. Next episode, 5 Gundams confirmed.
Nice.
And I've noted here. Oh, yeah. This next episode is where I think Hero does something pretty impressive, but also batshit crazy. More so than what he's done so far. And that's saying something. Anyway, I mean, that's us. We've come to the end of the episode. What did you think?
I just love the hamster mostly, but I had mixed emotions because Deathscythe's my favorite,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's almost like the episode ended too quick. I wanted to see more of Duo and more of what was going on there, but I didn't want to watch the next step. I know we would like wanted to watch an episode talk,
Yep.
but it's the kind of thing where I really would have rolled into the next episode to carry on watching what happened. So when I say I'm disappointed, I feel like I'm disappointed because it ended too quick, kind of thing.
Yeah, but at least you don't have to wait till next week. Well, actually, no, you do. I was like, you got the Blu-ray though. You know that next episode is there.
Yeah.
And I can watch it on the Crunchyrolls. But yeah, no, I found this interesting. I do like Deathscythe. We found out more about how epic but also fucking insane Hero is. Relina is living up to her being her batshit crazy reputation. Fucking hell, she runs into a bloody military port. And she's like, "Don't do it, Hero! No!" He basically tries to shoot her, and then she's defending him. Basically, she's insane. She's lost it. She's madly in love with him, but like, I think she's living this romance in her head, like the romance novel she's read of like the bad boy that needs to be saved. Like she said, what was it? The Petit Prince. What was
Yeah,
it?
she says the little prince. She doesn't say it in French, but yeah.
The little prince, right? This is her little prince. This is her dream come true. Someone that will save her. But she's batshit crazy because at every point, at every opportunity, he's like, "I want to kill you," and she's like, "I love you," and I feel like there's a lot of people out there that might have been like, "Oh, would you, interested in going out with Relina?" And she's like, "I'm not interested," and it turns out because they're not psychopaths, and they're like, "Oh, that's why she wasn't interested in me because I'm not a fucking psychopath." Anyway, yes, I've enjoyed this. I'm looking forward to episode 3. The plot thickens. Hero's insane. Uh, Duo's cool. Duo's just
Duo's
cool.
really cool. I like Duo. I'm Team Duo right now.
Yeah, he feels like the most normal out of all the Gundam pilots, if I remember correctly. Or at least, yeah, the most grounded. Well, Katra is a bit more touchy feely, and he lives a weird life because he's got his own like little army with him.
Yeah.
So he doesn't feel as normal. And then Hero is, I suppose, Duo and Hero, right, are like the extreme. Well, Duo is the normal one. Hero's like the extreme. Um, but anyway, well, I think we'll leave it there. We're almost at the hour point. Any last words?
Hashtag I remember hamster.
Oh my god. Anyway, we'll leave it there. This is episode 2, the Gundam Deathscythe of The Endless Watch. I'm Ashmanix. This is MemeDoc is MemeDoc.
Hi.
And we'll see you guys next
time.
time.
Bye bye.
See ya.